Welcome back, Rico Moneybags, the channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure that bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out. WTF markets, man. The markets are definitely shaking us out, man. This is just normal in these markets. Let's get this chat filled up. Let's get the room filled up. Let's make sure we're streaming and all these things. I'm actually going to play a little intro song. It's kind of like the mood that we're in. It's just like we just got to turn up no matter what. So let's get this filled up. We're going to turn some things on. We'll probably get a copyright strike for this, but nonetheless, we're about to have some fun. So 109,000. Let's get the likes up. Share the live. Share the vibe, fam. Yes, we are live, fam. We are live. So things are kicking on. Let's make sure we're live on party. That's how it feels. It feels like a party right now. Okay, there we go. Yes, we are live, fam. So we're going to jump right into things as you guys fill up the room right now. I need you guys to turn up, man. I know the market's got you guys down and out. Let's get the numbers up, fam. Let's get the numbers up and we'll get this started. Get the stream started. We're about to have some fun, though. I know the markets are testing us. This is kind of that spot that we need to get right on point with right now, is this area right here. All right, fam, pull up, fam, pull up. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Wanted to warm it up as we got some of the social media accounts up and running. Been running this new one on the back end, seeing how that's going, but definitely pull up, fam. We got the overall crypto market cap taking quite a hit, but nonetheless, I mean, people are saying that, you know, institutions are rotating back into Bitcoin. I mean, is this the floor right here? Are we going to be catching a falling knife? What's the situation? You know, we got BNB, for me, holding relatively well. ETH is still holding really well. Solana's still holding above 200 bucks. So yeah, you know, the markets are being smacked around quite a bit. And we're seeing, you know, Bitcoin down 3.2%, Ethereum down 5.3%, BNB down 3.3%, Solana 4.8%. It's not exactly where we're just at. That was very exciting, but man, we're at some really amazing prices overall. Like nonetheless, we're at over $100,000 BTC. We're over $4,000 Ethereum, $2.81 XRP, over $800 BNB. Is like, and I know that it's not the 1K BNB today, and that stuff kids kind of like, man, I want it to happen, or it's not $300 Solana, but compared to the prices that we were having before, these prices are really exciting. It was really hard for BNB to break over the, you know, 700, break over 700 and something, and now even with a market pullback, and yeah, the sentiment feels like, you know, you can feel the pullback because of BTC and whatnot, we're still holding really good prices. Same thing with Solana. Solana was having a very difficult time breaking into the $200 range. And even with this pullback, it's holding above the $200 range. So I think that's the silver lining of everything that's going on right now. Now let's talk about BTC and what's going on. We still got that sell signal, which is very irritating for all of us, right? Obviously, we got that blunt house indicator still telling us, hey, this is a sell signal. We had some good green candles coming out, some nice buying pressure, all that good stuff, but still not enough to, you know, get that blunt house indicator to flip green. We do still have the parabolic SAR on the bottom. It's still indicating that we are headed in the right direction, but this is probably just that red candle, that red day, as we are finally finding some traction. You know, we're not down here at the 107. We're not down here close to that 106. We're at 109, closer to 110. And we still technically are in a bit of an uptrend, right? We really want this blunt house indicator to just flick green on us and then trade right into this gap and bring BTC back into this price of over 115 at around 117,000. Our biggest concern, right, is, you know, and this is why I want you guys to have these indicators on. And it's super important to use these indicators because they are very powerful. Look at how this 200 moving average is bumping exactly really close to where this upper value range is. And I really like this, you know, synchronization and all of that kind of going on together, because this is how you confirm things a lot better. Because if it broke this, I'll be transparent with you guys, right? If it broke this 200 moving average right here, broke this upper value range, we got this gap to trade into, right? What price is that? That is 93,000. We talk about the upside and we have a lot of fun and those things, but we have to be willing to talk about the downside. And the downside doesn't mean that the world is over or the sky's falling on you. It just means that, hey, maybe I want to take a short, or maybe I'm going on a staycation, maybe I'm going on a vacation, maybe I'm going on a paycation, maybe I'm just taking a little bit of time away because if it broke under the 200, we can trade into this gap. And you guys know the market gets boring. The spaces don't sound as exciting. People are bummed out. Everybody's paper handing because they think blockchain technology is over. So that's a good time to, and it's really nice because, like, obviously we're going to talk about XPX, but speaking about the community, I just love hearing how many different community members, they're saying they're going to go do this with their family. They're saying they're going to go do that, and they're not concerned about their bags, right? And that's why you got to be invested in really good, solid projects so that when there are downturns, because there will be, that you're in something that you guys believe in, that you guys can hold, because the ups and downs are going to happen no matter what, right? So right here, this shelf right here is at 93,000. If Bitcoin bounces off this 200 moving average, stays above 100K, we'll be looking really good, right? Going right back into this gap with some buy signals. If we go down to the 4-hour chart on BTC, remember this is dynamic. So here we go. Broke the 50, crashed right into this, almost crashed right into this 200 moving average, and then came back down. But if you look, it's already being bought up. You can see that long wick on the bottom being pushed all the way up and the body of the candle being squeezed up. So that tells me that even though we got a sell signal, we got, the blunt house indicator, we got the parabolic SAR, it's exactly on this lower value range, which a lot of times acts as a support because previous price, if we go back, you can find a whole bunch of previous price around here, okay? So this is the price we'll keep an eye on right now for BTC to hold on to. The point of control is a little bit higher at 110, breaking over 110, and the upper value range is 118. This is all in the making, right? This is all very, very, very possible with not only BTC, but the rest of the market as well, kind of just turning right back around. A V-shaped recovery will be nice right now. A lot of times that doesn't happen. It does a nice drawn out curve type thing, which I'm okay with. But man, for the market's sake and how everybody's feeling, I wouldn't mind a V-shaped recovery right now to snap things right back into that euphoric moment that we were just having not too long ago. Let's go into XRP, start at the daily chart. For those who trade XRP, shout out to you guys. For those who love XRP and it's like, hey, I'm holding it long term because I think this is going to be the one that changed not only my life, but my family's life. Look at XRP right now on the daily chart. We still got the sell signal. You add on the other one. We still got that sell signal. We're right inside of this gap. I would wait a little bit, to load up some more. Now, granted, we got this over here, this shelf right here, but we're inside of this gap. I would be cautious. We're underneath the 50 moving average. More bearish things happen than not when we're underneath the zero down here. So we're underneath the zero. We're trading underneath the 50. We got all the sell signals. There's no reason why, you don't have to DCA right now. You can wait for that buy signal to come in and start to buy this thing up really quick. So let's go down to the 4-hour chart. Here we go. We got price rejected on this, again, this downtrend that we've been in and crashing right into the 50. And I even talked about this one, that I actually like it when it's more like this one. And it just to show you that it's not always picture perfect, but you see how this one flickered green and at the same time broke the 50 moving average. And when it's down here, not to say that these don't turn out to runners, right, that you can't catch a runner, but I notice a lot of times when they do this, they'll crash, come back, and then they'll squeeze themselves into where a scenario like this happens where the buy signal comes out at the same time that is breaking the 50, and that's enough momentum to drive price back up. But this is that price that you keep an eye on for XRP, 277, 250, get a bag, hold on to it. Let it come right back up to this point of control. Where's the point of control? Back to $3. What's higher than that? $3.15. There's some nice long positions coming up. Right when the market stabilizes and all this, and you find a nice spot, you can really do a nice long position coming up, because I'll be honest with you guys, I've been waiting for CFX to find a support and all that, and that's the same thing with that one. Been knocking it out the park with that one, but there's a nice little market shakeout. That doesn't mean like, hey, I'm done. No, just wait. You're going to get your opportunity. So I would wait a little bit longer. We got some sell signals on XRP. Let it come to you, and then definitely trade that one up as it finds its support. So let's go into BNB next, see where it's at. Starting right here on the daily chart. Got that sell signal. We're looking for that tap. If it broke the 50, we got a shakeout on BNB. I will say BNB has just been holding strong. I mean, for all the shaking out that's going and it's still so close to all-time high, that is extremely impressive. Like, it has not lost that much value since like the overall market shakeout and whatnot like that, and all-time high. It's holding relatively really strong actually. So possibly we see, you know, a little bit of a coming down and tapping on this 50 moving average. I don't think the hype and momentum around BNB is over, but you know, if the markets got really meh and just really not that much fun, you know, we could see a pullback on that BNB, probably breaking in underneath the 50 moving average. Upper valley range is at that 739. If it trades into this gap, it goes into the shelf right here at 660, and the point of control all the way down at 605. You guys let me know down in the chat. Make sure you guys are smashing the likes. If you guys are listening on X, give me a follow. If you guys are listening on YouTube, subscribe. If you guys are listening on whatever platform you're listening, hit one of the buttons, a like, a thumbs up, leave a comment, something. Put something up there. Appreciate it. So let's go see these prices once again. So 750, 740. I would keep an eye on these prices right here for BNB to pull back to. Looking at the 4-hour chart, you know, these markets are being, they're being rocked, man. They're just being rocked. That's just what it is. Right here, 829 would be a good spot. What's up, Darren? So 829 right here, not bad. You know, this is where we've been before. We could probably see price coming down. This is the 4-hour chart BNB. Underneath the 50, trading down, market's kind of yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if I seen a little pullback. Am I going to think it's the end of the world? No, I'll see if we get some buy signals. If we get some buy signals, hey, I'll ride this to the upper value range. If we don't, then I'm going to be like, yeah, okay, well, maybe we're going to lose the lower value range and possibly trade into this gap and go into 804, you know, or down here into this 750. This is all kind of things that we have to pay attention to right now. Whether when the markets are going up or the markets are going down, these are things that we actually have to pay attention to. It's not going to just always be up, 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 up. Trust me, if it could be, that would be absolutely amazing. It would be absolutely amazing. That's not the case. So BNB, you know, could see the price coming down to that 830. Possibly even lower if the markets continue into this $800, kind of that round number mark. So let's go to Solana next. Solana, just like BNB, also holding up extremely well. If you guys ask me, like with this market shakeout, BNB is over 800 bucks. It was hard for it to break over 750 for a while. Like we were waiting for quite a bit. So the fact that even with all this market shaking out, all this stuff going on, we have to give BNB, give Solana some credit. It's holding really strong. We spoke about this yesterday when it came to Solana. I want you guys to keep an eye on this gap right here. Solana is pretty volatile at times. Here goes that 188 mark. 177 was another mark that we've seen down here where Solana likes to come into. See these other prices. And I would keep an eye on these prices right now as well. Daily chart, Solana still bullish, still buy signal. We do have this gap right here that's closer to 187. And it's due for like a little, you know, getting into the gap, tapping the 50 moving average, and either going up still or coming back down into some of these ranges right here. Just stay zoomed out, fam. Honestly, it's a lot better. It's a little bit fun in the beginning when you're doing like a shorter time frame, but this peace of mind that you get from doing like a higher time frame, being able to let the trades cook, you'll print a lot more actually, right? So right here, we got the sell signal on the 4-hour chart, exactly on the 50 moving average, exactly on the point of control. And, you know, there's a gap right here. So I would be looking for this lower place down here, either trading into this gap as a short or waiting to find support down here to turn it right back around, because I still do believe that the markets are in a bullish trend. September historically is a bad month. Well, bam, guess what? Historically, it's correct. Here we go again. Another September putting people through the ringer. So, I mean, when we look at historical data, and, you know, even I didn't want to, right? Everybody's like, maybe not this time. Well, like, you know what? Here it goes again. Historical data proving itself once again, because time and price has a funny way of always finding its way back to each other. And you know what? It is very fractal. It's actually pretty weird how fractal this stuff is. And once you just accept it and you're okay with it, you're like, okay, well, guess what? Historically, Septembers are bad months. So, you know, even with historically it being a bad month, we still have BNB at over $800. We still have BTC over 100K. We still got, you know, Solana over 200. We still got ETH over 40, over $4,000, 4,300. So even with it historically being a bad month, we still got really, really good prices compared to the prices that were before. So just let the markets continue their little motion, right? So I'd be eyeing this price down here to either short this 4 hour chart into this, do some multi-time frame analysis to see, look at this, break underneath the 50 right here, go into this gap. It's still got some legs to come down a little bit lower, but this 4 hour chart can be the one that prints for you, especially if the whole month of September's not that great. You could see this coming down into this section very easily. So let's go into CFX next, because we got a lot of people trading CFX now. We've been spreading the word of CFX. They're probably going to be hitting me up soon. We got CFX right here. This daily chart is what sucks on the CFX now. Granted, it is already hitting this lower value range, so it can just be at this spot right here. But, if it traded into these gaps, it can get kind of not that pretty, right? And that's what we want to avoid on CFX. Now, I've been looking since like a couple days already, just waiting for to be able to go heavy on this one, because it does print. But if you look at the higher time frames, you can see that we got this sell signal, and we're waiting for this to kind of change. So it's kind of why we have 4 days of CFX not being as exciting as it was the other days, because we're trading on this red downtrend right here on the daily chart. We got a sell signal, we got 4 days in a row the candles are red, and it's like, I don't want to, and yeah, you'll find little gaps, like especially like somebody like myself that trades a 15-minute chart quite a bit. You'll find little windows like this where you can trade this boom and ride that right there, or you're trading this to the downside, right? But it's almost easier to find more when the daily chart's like this. I'd rather look for more shorts than anything, because like the longs just feel like you're swimming against the current. When the higher time frames are against you, it's like, it's tough. I'm not saying that you can't knock some trades out the water. This was a great short right here. Look how long the shorts ride compared to a long, because we're overall in a downtrend right here. But this is where I want to start looking for CFX to see if it's ready to turn around. This one does not take much to print off of it. If you guys want to print with me on this one as well, definitely go over to BYD-Fi. I'm actually going to share you guys my referral link. Let's refresh this. Sign up using this referral link. You'll get cheaper fees. You'll get trading bonuses for those who joined the Telegram. We'll add money to your guys' account as well. If you guys are interested in that, let me share this link. We also have all these links down in the description down below. If you guys are listening on X, you might want to hop over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and check the description out. There's more links. X does not let me add links to the description or on the other platforms that we're streaming on. But definitely get in here, because this is where a lot of the stuff is happening. Whether the markets are green or red, we're printing on BYD-Fi, and we're using, this trading platform to make some trades happen. This right here was very irritating, because this was supposed to really change the game of. It's interesting that they got that long wick right there. Let me refresh this. What's going on with that? Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. This little part right here was where it kind of messed me up. And this happens in the market. This actually happens in the market, because if you can see, this is where things were about to get really nice. Now we're entering that stage again. Granted, it is in this downtrend, even if you look at all these moving averages. But I know how CFX moves. Once it pops over these moving averages, it turns into a mover really easily. So I'm looking at this on BYD-Fi, but I'm waiting for my buy signals over here, right? I want these things to turn around for me. I want the 4-hour chart to be, in a green, buy signal. I want the 1-hour chart to be with a buy signal, trading above the 50. I want all these times to line up for me. So like that, it doesn't feel like I'm swimming against the current. Look at the 15-minute chart. This is one heck of this was right here. Whoever traded this short right here, shout out to you big time, because I know you printed on this. Now I did it on this. I was getting ready. We got a stream later on. We got a space later on with Kendu we're going to be talking about as well. I'm excited for that with the Kendu merch being released. And actually just a lot of work to do, which, hey, this is what I love to do. So whoever caught this short, shout out to you. I'm going to see if I can catch the long, because I really don't think that the markets are going to stay, in this shakeout zone for too much longer. And if they do, then it's a whole month of September, or this is the shakeout for September. Really, really quick, shake everybody out and maybe start to climb back up. You guys let me know in the chat. You guys think the whole month of September is going to be, you know, like this, or do you guys feel like, hey, are we going to have some opportunity where the charts turn around? And the good thing is that, you know, this is a perfect example on this 15-minute chart. Whoever traded this, you know, if you're using your indicators, look at this break right here. You got your sell signal, break the 200, break the 50. This thing just came right on down. Now these moving averages are all fanned out. You know, you can see how fanned out they are. They like to come back together and squeeze and kind of turn right back around. Now that takes a lot of patience, and it's not for everybody. But if you can be very patient and wait for all these moving averages to squeeze and roll over all over again, just like how they're doing on the higher time frames, right? They fan out, they're squeezing to roll over all over again. They come together, it's roll over, and then they fan out. You can print off of these. So CFX, let's talk about the prices right now. I'm actually waiting for some buy signals. Like a lot of times, like Blunt says, I'm indifferent to price, so I'm really just waiting for this. But this is a great range right now where the CFX is at, because it can trade from 16 cents to like 21 cents. So I've seen it come to this area quite a bit where it comes down to 16 cents, trades all the way up to 21 cents. In a week or two comes and does the same thing all over again. So this is an area where I'm paying attention to on CFX. I want to see some buy signals. I want to see, not only on the 15-minute, but even on the higher time frames. I want clear confirmation that this downtrend is over, so I can find my long position and see if the markets are going to come back, or just say, hey, maybe I take a step away and I wait to see if the markets are going to continue down. Either find a short or just take a second to pull back from this, right? It's not always every day it's a trade, every day it's a trade. A lot of times it's just setting up a trade. That's what takes almost the longest. But this has been one heck of a downtrend. And if you look, like I said, we've been down here before. Look, 16 cents all the way up here, down to the 16 cents, all the way up to up here. Even same thing right here, down to, really close to 16 cents, or this whole run up all the way to 21 cents. So it will do this time and time again. If you go backwards, you will see this. Here goes where it was even higher. And again, it's coming from the 16 cents and moving all the way up. I know that's pretty loud on the screen, but nonetheless, this is that same area that I've seen it do it quite a bit. 16 cents. It seems to find the support and turn right back around. The volume is picking up. So we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on CFX right now to print for us just a little bit more as it's been doing. So let's go over to XPX next. Fam, come over here and check us out. Welcome in, Jace. I see you right there. Got some coffee. Very nice, man. I'm drinking some soda nice and early. Coffee sounds a lot better. Honestly, it does. We got xpxpay.com. I'm going to share some links for you guys. This is the project I launched. So if you guys want, a project you guys can see every single day pulling up, YouTube, X Spaces, with an epic team. They're working round the clock right now. These guys are making things happen. There's a lot of moving parts going on right now with, Just Shop Crypto and all the things with that we got going on the back end, fam. Yeah. That's what we're supposed to be doing, man. We got an epic team. It's amazing to wake up and go through the team chat and just see all these moving pieces already there. And I'm sure it's the same way for these guys when they wake up and they see the same thing. And I just got a DM by some pretty big people, so we might be seeing some pretty big marketing going on as well. I'm almost sure that this is gonna go through just because we know the right people. So I'm just really staying with our foot on the gas because I know this is just a market correction, and then the markets are going to pick back up. So you'll see sprinkling of marketing still going on, whether it's marketing on Biconomy, whether it's marketing on the BSC Gems, which is still going on, marketing on Gen Zio Media, marketing on this YouTube channel, on Spaces, on Joe's Spaces. We want people to know what we got going on over here, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. We got XPX crypto Visa cards, allowing people to off-ramp 70 different cryptocurrencies on multiple blockchains, not just individuals, but also businesses being able to use these crypto Visa cards. There are some massive updates coming, fam, and we've been working tirelessly around the clock, honestly, because we're updating like 3 things all at the same time. You guys are going to see some expansions to some things. You guys are going to see some new products, some new services. So we've been working tirelessly, honestly, around the clock to get these things out. And when they're out, you guys are going to know right away. I'm excited to push on this new frontier with you guys and continue to push as a project who stays focused on all things payments. Right now, you guys can come over here, order your XPX Gold Visa card, order a tap to pay plastic card, or you guys can come over here and use non-KYC bill payments, non-KYC gift cards, or even get a virtual card. So come over here to xpxpay.com/crypto hyphen bill pay. I'm going to share this link for you guys right now where you guys can use these this tech right now. And also, if you're a business that wants to accept cryptocurrency, have a business account, have a business card to use, you guys can do that as well. Let's say you guys eventually have employees that want to get paid in cryptocurrency, which I know this is going to be a meta. You guys also want to come over here and make sure you guys set up a business account. Actually use this link to set up a business account, this register link. And like that, you guys let me know you guys want to upgrade your business account, and you guys will be able to do payroll and not only accept cryptocurrency, but pay your employees in cryptocurrency. And then they can choose to either use what you paid them to either hold the crypto, they can off-ramp the crypto, they can just continue to hold it in their in their pay portal, however they choose to do it, but that would be entirely up to them. And I think that you guys can see how this can evolve really big as employers, I'm sure, will start to offer not just anybody, but everybody the opportunity to get a portion of their salary in cryptocurrency. I know you guys see like, hey, we offer $20 an hour. Hey, we offer an hour. I'm sure there's going to be a time where they're going to say, hey, we're offering, 100K salary. If you want, we'll do a portion of that in cryptocurrency. That's where a project like this, sitting at $1.3 million market cap, really undervalued, is going to be extremely valuable in the future of Web 2 coming into Web 3, because this is stuff that people are going to need, not because I'm up here saying it, not because I said so, no, because this is something that's been going on for a long time already, right? We do payroll already. I'm sure you guys get paid. I'm sure you guys get a salary. You guys are getting paid one way, either by the hour, either by a salary, getting paid every 2 weeks. However you guys are getting paid, nonetheless, you guys are getting paid, right? And your employer is paying you. This is going to be a way of the future, fam. So if you guys want to get in early on a project that already has all this stuff at a $1.3 million market cap, the tech doesn't go away. We just keep building as adoption continues to happen and retail continues to pour in. This will get adopted. We've seen this with our cards. We've seen this with our bill payments. We've seen this with the non-KYC. As people start to use it, it only goes higher and higher and higher, which is pretty amazing if you guys ask me. We got Vegas 44 up in here. Man, we're going to be talking to him. He's also here in Vegas. Looking forward to linking up with him and talking about his focus potion and just really connecting with other builders in the space. So I'm going to share this link for you guys. Come give us a follow at XPX Token. Make sure you guys don't miss out. And since we're right here on this X account, I'm going to share this for you guys. We're going to go over some of these details and then kind of go about what we got going on. Like I said, just to go off of these again, Visa, MasterCards, crypto bill payments, crypto gift cards, invoicing, right? Create an invoice. Fam, you got payroll. You got 70 plus cryptocurrencies. We just added some more to the list. Multiple blockchains that you guys can use. It's fast, it's secure. And on top of all that, if you're invested into the token, you got staking, so passive income. You got asset backing. The baseline price of XPX keeps going up no matter what. You guys, whoever's paper hand, you just make the contract stronger and stronger and stronger. This contract will be very valuable, fam, because this contract is associated with all things payments. So right now we have over 58 BNB in asset backing, which can never go nowhere, which is extremely bullish. If you guys ask me, you guys come over here. We're at $50,000 in asset backing of the price of XPX that continues to go up no matter what. That allows you, the holder of XPX token, to take out a loan against your XPX token. You don't hear that in this space. You don't go to spaces and hear about, oh yeah, you can take a loan out against your token and then off ramp it on the crypto Visa card. That is not priced into our chart, fam. Who is going to price that into our chart? Retail. We want retail to come in. And to me, this is, an extremely healthy daily chart with how the markets are right now. This is our nice uptrend, natural correction, find support, next leg up. This is a great looking daily chart, but none of the stuff that we're putting together, the way that we're lacing it together, is really priced into this chart. I think a lot of our investors know the potential of what this can do in the future. And furthermore, actually, because this is a multi-cycle project that, allowing you to take out a loan against your tokens, come over here to Smart Tools, use the lending protocol, take out a loan, take a 30-day interest-free loan, and then go to our website and use it on and use your loan in the real world, pay back your loan, you don't lose your position. That's wild. That's not priced into a project that's at 1.3 million. I can tell you that right now. So you guys are extremely early on this project. Excuse me. We got more things coming out as well, more like payment utilities, like I said. And also, this is what I want to talk about next, which I'm super bullish on. I mean, we grind together, we shine together, and we got some amazing things. So right now, there's still this free merch, first come, first serve. But this is why Just Shop Crypto is so powerful. Shout out to Dr. Kong. He's super bullish, man. Just been pulling up to the channel for quite a bit. And you guys see him right here. The CBC merch, fam. The Just Shop Crypto merch around the world. And we're 3 hours away from the Can Do listing merch, fam. And that's what I want, man. I want to make some noise around the world with Just Shop Crypto. So this is the next part that I'm going to talk about. And people like, Vegas 44, anybody that's a project, you're a KOL like Zach Humphreys that has the Crypto Breakfast Club on here. You're a project like Can Do, like XPX, or anybody that has some products and services that you're trying to sell in the real world. We have direct contact with retail, fam. This is where you want to get your project listed on here, whether it's a project, an NFT. We're going to design merch for you. We're going to get the merch out. But more importantly, what we're going to get out other than the merch is the word, man. So guess who's going to be repping Crypto Breakfast Club this weekend at UFC Paris? That is bullish, fam. This merch store, I'm sitting there with the team and I'm like, dude, I want to do a merch store, but it's got to be different. It's got to be something different than just the average merch store. It just can't be the same old, XPX merch and merch at XPX. No. It has to be something for everybody. You have to provide so much value to the marketplace that the marketplace will provide value back to you. So shout out to Dr. Kong right here, and shout out to the XPX team for, bringing this all together. We've been grinding nonstop, and now look, fam, this merch is already spreading around the world. This is what I want. This is the vision of Just Shop Crypto coming to life with a very cool domain like justshopcrypto.com. I mean, that is crazy bullish. I'm actually going to come over here and share this link for you guys. You guys can see the listing packages. If you guys come over here and click on the burger as well. Let me make sure. I just found out people can call this the burger, which makes me excited because you guys know I've been gaining weight. So click on the burger right here and you guys can hit list project and you guys can find out about what it's going to cost you guys to list your project on here. I will be very happy to get your products and services and whatever you got going on all the way to Paris, all the way getting exposure from VeChain, getting exposure from Zach Humphreys with 200K subscribers like the Can Do Chads are about to do right now. So man, I'm on fire right now. You guys got me turned up. This got me turned up, honestly, because seeing the merch just spread around the world like that is just what it's all about. It's what it's all about, man. It's about breaking outside of the echo chamber and making some noise outside of the same people. And we got to do that by providing value. A lot of times people want that gimme with nothing to give in return. It's like, let's bring out some merch that people are going to love. Let's get some stuff out there that, people cannot deny that they want to rock. And, like Can Do says, you are the catalyst, fam. And this is kind of the inspiration and my attitude behind everything that I do is like, I'm not waiting around for things to happen. I'm a go-getter. I'm just going to, I'm just going to go get her. That's what it's all about. And I want to be surrounded around people like that. And Just Shop Crypto, although on the surface might seem like this merch store, but it's not who you know, or it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's what this Just Shop Crypto is all about. It's about getting all the serious chads and chadettes, all the serious builders that want to get what they're doing out there. Whether it's getting on my live streams, whether it's doing, interviews with me on a live stream, bringing your community up, whether it's doing spaces, whether it's doing giveaways, doing campaigns, but being a part of something and making it happen and just not waiting around for it to happen. Like, you have to be willing to, kick up some dust. Kicking up dust is a must. So this is what we've been doing, you guys. This is still technically going on because the first 10 posts, I'm just going to go on. So you guys go over here to, this right here. I'm just going to share this link. I'm just giving you guys alpha, free merch. I mean, crazy entries, a project that's being built by somebody you guys see building it every single day, not fading you guys one single bit with, I mean, one of the best teams in DeFi, like David Marlone and Ali. Like, I owe them a big hug and a kiss on the cheek, because these guys are absolutely amazing. Got nothing but love and respect for these gentlemen, and it's all coming together. This is all coming together. I want you guys to get in right now. You guys are extremely early. I'm going to post a contract address for XPX token, because this is the project lacing all of this together, making these contacts happen. And like I said, man, we just got a nice little DM. I'm not going to click on it, but some more media, man. Some more media happening. You guys know we've been on Gen Zio Media. We've been with Action. We've been with the Broski Dabatola. We've been with, Doodlegenics, which these are just pure chads in the space. I love these guys as well. You got Zach Humphreys. I need you guys to see what's all coming together here, and it's a lot of solid people and not just a bunch of PFPs telling you guys to buy this and sell that. This is really something really cool that's coming together right here. So come over here, give us a follow at XPX Token, and that's the show for that. I'm going to click on the Kendu merch, and we'll talk about Kendu, and man, we're going to continue this day how we're having. This day is feeling really good. If you guys want to get in on this Kendu merch early, click on the burger. This is why I'm always giving you guys alpha, and go to all products, fam. And you guys can start, making Marlon go crazy because so many orders are coming in. You guys don't even have to wait, okay? This is a little hack that I found for you guys. You guys just go load up right now. Get Marlon saying, hey, there's so many hats. We're about to fulfill all these orders. And yeah, so come over here right now. Get some of this Kendu merch, fam. Get some of this XPX merch. Get this CBC merch, fam, honestly, and make a post on X. Tag me in it. Tag the group that you're associated with, whether it's Kendu, or tag Zach Humphreys, tag Paige, Zach from Subway. Tag somebody, okay? Make something happen. Don't just sit around twiddling your thumbs, waiting for something to happen. It's not going to. It's not going to. Excuse me. If you guys can also come over here, give me a follow at Rico Moneybags. I'm just sharing you guys links after links, just alpha after alpha. You're welcome right now, fam. Those who are listening live and those who are listening later on. So definitely check that out. And then I shared you guys the link for later on for Kendu with the space. That's in about 2 hours. So in about 2 hours, come check out this space over here, fam. Come have some fun with us. Talk about Kendu, maybe come up on stage and be like, you know what? I saw your guys' merch is so cool. I rock with Rico Moneybags. He's bringing solid projects onto Just Shop Crypto with this amazing team and community. I'm going to buy your guys' t-shirt. You guys, it's just like buying one of these projects or buying something, but you guys get to make a post about it. You guys get to, buy it for somebody else, and seeing our crypto projects in the real world, to me, is really fulfilling. So come over here, party, prizes, alpha. We can do it. They can do it. You can do it. Let's go. That's what it's all about, fam. All right, let's go ahead and talk about some more projects. Let's go on to Kendu next. Kendu right here, absolutely, man. Just Shop Crypto has massive potential, massive amount of potential, and we're going to keep adding to that. We're going to keep adding to that. We got a project that's almost done. They got quite a big community, and it's a big community, and they're getting all their stuff done, that they're getting really close. I really would like to see them on Just Shop Crypto. If that community is even listening, man, I would love to see you guys on there. I'm not going to put you guys too much on blast, but I know there's like a voting process going, so could be a nice sized community joining us on Just Shop Crypto. It would be absolutely amazing because, fam, if we grind together, we shine together. This is a great way for you guys to break out of your echo chambers, to get that exposure that you guys want, to get your community active in the real world, to get somebody in the real world asking like, hey, what's that shirt that you're wearing? What is that all that about, right? So definitely check that out. If you guys can come over here, join Kendu in a Telegram. They don't even need a bot because they're so active. They just take care of it. They don't even need a raid bot. They don't even need nothing. They're just saying, hey, we love our bag and we're going to grind for a bag. No raid bot, no nothing. They don't gamble. They work. And this whole community is like this. They're on stock twits going crazy. They're on Reddit going crazy. They're on X making things shake. They do not stop. They're everywhere. And Kendu is community. So definitely join the Kendu community at Kendu Inu and get ready to join us later on the space where we're going to be talking about the merch right here that I'm excited to just see this community rocking. It's not all about money, money, money. I just want to see us excited in the streets, in the real world, with our Can Do merch, and that we can come up with ideas. And this builds confidence, right? That we can just say, hey, this is what we want to do. And whatever we come up with, what we're going to do next, hey, if we can make this happen and these type of collaborations happen and get it, a whole community ready to do some things, what else can we do? Like, honestly, or what else, really not too much can get in our way. So I think, making things like this happen to me is super crucial and honestly really satisfying to see how many times people can come together like XPX and the Can Do Chads did and Chadettes for the award that I won. Without them, that would have never happened, right? So, to see everybody come together and we can win these awards and, we can make collaborations happen. We can make spaces happen. We can put a lot of smiles on a lot of people's face. They're rocking their merch. They're excited. They're like, hey, I got my merch. You know how many DMs I got about, hey, getting that CBC merch and everything like that? Like, that gets me excited. That somebody's like, man, I ordered my CBC merch. I got the confirmation. It's coming in the mail. And I'm just as happy as I can be because that's crypto getting in the real world. And it's people talking about projects that are solid, right? Whether it's people rocking the XPX merch that you guys know that we're rock solid. We've been here over 14 months. Whether it's people rocking the CBC merch, Zach Humphrey's Crypto Breakfast Club with over 200,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. One of the best X spaces for all things serious projects, RWAs, everything that you guys want to learn. Or the Can Do Chads, one of the most unhinged, powerful communities in the space that every single project should want to be they should be inspired by this community that Can Do has. So the market cap on Can Do, $13.7 million market cap. Crazy discount on this community, not this meme coin, not this, Inu, not this Foxy thing, but really this community. It's crazy how powerful these people are, how well connected they are, how amazing the Chads and Chadettes are. They got energy drinks out, they got coffee out, they got their merch out, and it's just not going to stop, fam. So really excited to always collaborate with them to make things happen, not just as a YouTuber, but now, also with XPX and Just Shop Crypto, getting them on the Crypto Breakfast Club, getting them, more people to know what's going on with Can Do. And as we continue to list more projects, more and more of us will continue to break out of this echo chamber that sometimes happens. So let me know if you guys are listening and there's a project out there that you guys want to see listed on Just Shop Crypto. Let me know right away. Can Do Chads, welcome, man. Today it goes down, man. So get a bag right now. Can Do Inu, super bullish on this one right here. I guess we just call it Can Do right now. Can Do, we don't gamble. We work, fam. That's what it's all about. Let's go ahead and shift gears once again. Let's go on to our deck screener. Yes, we're looking at Blockboy, still holding strong. We're keeping an eye on Blockboy. Chart's still good. I like when my Matt Fury plays do good, right? It's hit that 1 million a couple times. Definitely could have went past that 1 million. But what's crazy, like I said many times, it's like when the markets are like this, unless it's a new liquidity injection, you got to just be able to withstand the storm. You got to be able to just be like, you know what, I'm going to trade this no matter what. I'm going to make this happen. When the markets turn around, they're going to favor me, right? They're going to favor me when the markets turn around. So, and we're waiting for these markets to turn around. All of us are. But the fact that it's still holding really strong, it's a Matt Fury play that hasn't broke $1 million market cap. It definitely has the potential to break $1 million market cap. It's a Matt Fury play. ETH is going kind of down. You got the overall meme sector kind of just taking a little bit of a pullback, unless it's like a new liquidity injection or just something that became a sender. But some of them have to fight for it. And Blockboy is definitely, Blockyboy is definitely doing that. That Blockyboy. Good old Blocky. Blockyboy. So 300K, you guys could check this one out, see if this is a play you guys like. If you guys like a Matt Fury play, still has good volume. Community is very active. They're still making posts. So, when you're looking at the overall market, everything's kind of going through a pullback right now, right? We got BTC pulling back. It's like, oh my God, BTC, stop. Everybody gets depressed when this happens. You got, my CFX pulling back. Is like, stop, CFX. That's good enough. Let's find a support in the 16s. Let's go back up, right? You got your ETH pulling back, right? All of these are pulling back. So we're going to see some of these pullbacks. If you got a project that can handle when all these markets do that, you got yourself a winner. So Blockboy holding really strong, looking really good. Let's go on to the next play. This is another one that we're going to be covering quite a bit now. Like I said, they got their marketing machine on, and I'm actually liking this one. Seeing them turn up, getting that fight set up, getting that marketing going. This thing coming back to life. This thing has some serious potential. You got a purple pepe. That's a perpe, and that's pretty easy. You got that Biconomy listing. You got that Biconomy post right there. Really bullish, right? That's really good. Like I said, all this new marketing going on, all this stuff being kicked off, BitTunics. So a lot of exposure going on with Burpe. And yeah, like I said, this fight right here is bringing quite a bit of hype. So this is pretty cool. Crypto Fight Week right here. This is crazy, like how this crypto stuff has just turned into this. Like, people are really becoming the new UFCs and stuff of the future. Influencer fighting with, or crypto investor fighting. It's kind of wild. Like, we live in a crazy era of technology, and you know what? I love it. Hey, what's up, Psychedelic Angel? I absolutely love it. I love where we're at in the space, honestly. I love where we're at in the space and how we've been growing in the space, how weird the space is at times, because I'm not so I don't like to be rigid. I mean, everybody has their moments in their life where they've been like that, and either you change a little bit or life changes you a little bit, one or the other. But I'm just going with the flow. I'm just going with the flow. If it's like, I can tell that there's this interesting era that we're in right now where, like, we got fighters now, getting ready to go fight and represent. They're going to represent Purple Pepe. And this is the era that we live in. Crypto investors, and I'm seeing one of them. I'm pretty sure I seen her at the. I'm almost 100%. I've seen her at the. I think that's her at the Gen Zio Media House at the mansion over there. Nice big house, actually. So it's just pretty interesting because all of them were training it back there. So, people are taking these serious. They're getting their training done because this is a new era, and just like the UFC sounded crazy when it first started, just like, all these things that continue when they disrupt the market and they're brand new, they're in here to stay. They're honestly here to stay. And it's like, you might want to invest into the Crypto Fight Club. What if it becomes the next UFC? Like, and somebody might say that that's kind of wild, but this Crypto Fight Week stuff, it's like, what the heck? What's going on? This is just what's going to happen from now on, right? Crypto Fight Night, instead of UFC, this is the new stuff. It's like, we don't want to sleep on this stuff, right? We don't want to we don't want to be too rigid and be like, oh, look, you guys can become a fighter right here. It's like, it's that easy. I ain't got time. That's pretty. Let's see. Let me become a sponsor. Here we go. This is how you become a sponsor right here. So, pretty nice. And that's what that Purple Pepe did. They became a sponsor, and now they got their brand out here, and people are sleeping at this. Where is this at? It's in Singapore. We got Dubai connections, so we got a lot of people. Look at this, capital partnerships right here. We got some. This is great marketing actually going on. Really good marketing, and this is, a lot of people that are crypto oriented. A lot of people that like. This is based in Dubai, so great way to get some exposure. Their X account doesn't have that much power, but who's to say this is not getting posted somewhere else, maybe on their Instagram or maybe something else that gets more exposure? Because honestly, their X traction is not that strong, but that's just now, right? Here, yeah, that was her. I thought that was her. I couldn't tell. This is where we were at. I was there that day. I thought that was her. I wasn't sure. So we're seeing a whole movement start to happen behind us. And I told you they were serious. They were not playing around. They're throwing these punches. I don't even think I'll get in the ring with her. I'm not playing around. So, for sure. Here she goes right here. Pretty and ready to knock you out. She's not playing around. And she was actually really nice. That's what's nice about that whole it was such a vibe with everybody. Like everybody was super cool. It didn't matter who they were. They could have been a UFC fighter. They could have been a, I guess, well, crypto fight, crypto fighter now. It didn't matter who they were. They were just so cool. Everybody was so nice during, this whole Rare Evo event when we were all hanging out, whatever casino we were at or the Rare Evo event. Everybody was super nice. Super nice. So definitely don't miss out on that cross pollination right there with this event right here. And we're going to do some more studies on this ourselves because there's a lot going on right here. We don't want to miss out before they get too expensive on us, right? So Purple Pepe doing its thing. Low market cap, $23 million market cap. You're kind of going to get kind of exposure from all those influencers in a sense being on this whole little crypto fight stuff that's going on. So liking Purple Pepe right now. I liking seeing that even though the markets are a slight pullback, they're still doing quite a bit of stuff right there. I look forward to when XPX can spend money on really cool sponsors. Yeah, for sure, man. Me too. I mean, just imagine that. I would love to see XPX on one of these as well. That's going to be absolutely amazing. And it's definitely going to be done. That's just something that's going to be done for sure. Once we break some serious market cap, it's easy. These projects do this because, they already broke the $5 and $10 million market cap. And then especially coming up to $100 and something million market cap, they for sure got, everything that they need to make that stuff happen. And it's just what projects need. You saw Ethereum talking about that they're going to sell, $43 million worth of Ethereum. You have to wait for, now that they got Ethereum going really high, if you want it to go higher, you guys want to become wealthier, richer, a lot more, you guys, that's part of the process. And this thing, I really think if it breaks 31 million and that girl wins the fight and there's all that hype behind it and more announcers are saying, well, Purple Pepe won the fight and, sponsors of Purple Pepe, that has a lot of potential right there. That has quite a bit of potential. So we're going to be keeping an eye on Purple Pepe to break $30 million market cap. That could definitely be a place for it to break and have a bit of a continuation. Let's go on to the next play. We checked out Blockboy. Good old Blockyboy, that Block Boy. Let's see what else we got. We'll stay on ETH real quick. Let's see this Pepe Chu. See where it's at now. Yeah, I kind of figured that on that one. The stuff just didn't look. But we're seeing, okay, we probably can't show that one on this one. But this one's called Twerk. I'll say it. I'm not going to enlarge the picture over there. I think you guys get an idea of what's going on over there. It's at $1.8 million, 1.9 now, and this one could dangerously go up. So keep an eye on that one. This one's dangerous as well. KKK, King Kong Q. Don't know what that means. 801K. I'm not into that one. This is one that I want to check on. Brewski. Yeah, this one has potential to be a runner. Drewski keeps making content. Content is king. So the idea of him making content still, and we saw this one a little bit earlier. Yesterday it was looking still really good. I'm not shocked that it kept running up because that's what the space likes now. It's crazy. Like this thing literally is just that, just off of one video. And then, if everybody else screams good enough. I love the part of that Born in the USA part so bad. I just love that. Born in the USA. Well, you guys can come check out Brewski right here. Instead of Drewski, it's Brewski. Let him make a post about this token. It can dangerously go parabolic. And especially if this is a character that actually, let's say, hits and it just goes so viral that he keeps doing this character, it can really go really high. So this thing has a lot of potential to go viral. And some of these meme coins, that's what you're looking for. This is a brand new meta right here. This is Brewski from, you guys know, it's not him who launched it, but somebody jumped on it and made the token. But it's the comedian Drewski. And if he continues with that character, which sometimes he does, when he comes up, because he's a comedian, comes up with a new character, if he continues to make posts about this and people actually hold, and let's say another video goes viral and another video goes viral, it has some potential to go a lot higher than this. So Brewski right now, with an all-time high of 3.6 million. Let's see where it continues to go. We're just keeping an eye on these plays and seeing what you guys are interested in. Said, yeah, what is the people like? They like brewskis. Nothing wrong with a brewski. We got Connor right here. Okay, I'm not sure how good this is gonna do. The president of Ireland. Okay, let's go. Let's see if we can find something for the stream. Just a quick something there. Something that Brewski was a solid play. I think that one's gonna be the next one that possibly does that 5-10 million. That's usually what I'm looking for. I'm usually just looking for one that has that like potential that has that break the 5-10 million. Because once it breaks 5, it will break 10 million eventually. It will do it. And you'll see your bag just, especially if you aped into something, you'll see your bag be so nice that you'll be like, yeah, this is my play from now on. I'll be patient for 5-10 million, no problem. Because every time that happens, and sometimes they go higher. Like I've seen it where, I've been in stuff where it just goes so much higher. You're like, oh my God, I'm so glad. But it takes those first initial steps of breaking that 5-10 million. But then it takes the risk of finding something underneath 5 million that has a strong enough meta, a strong enough community that has the potential to go a lot higher, right? So let's go into that one coin that we liked yesterday. That one, 1 second. Let's find it like this. Oops. I'm going to keep an eye on this one because I think we found one right here. This USDT right here. I like this one. This is an example of this little risky stuff that I'm talking about. Okay, I find a play. It's not it has the potential to break 5 million because it has. I like its meme characteristic. We know that we have that like useless coin. This is unstable tether. It's right in the midst of, it's just a meme coin. It's not nothing special. I like the guy behind it. I like the guy. I like this whole little vibe of it. It's just perfectly memed. It's just, this is what we talk about now in crypto. Hey, I didn't make up the rules. I'm just going with the flow. That's the program. So this is the program of what they got going on right here. They should have the deck counter on here. And that'll get people to understand. If they had the US deck counter on here, it would just be like, so this website's too bright for me though. I don't know what this means right here. It is chaotic. You guys, if that was the idea behind this, it worked because one is too bright for my eyes, even with my shades. Is an experiment unstable stable coin, not suitable for actual trading. I love it. So I see this right here. I wonder if they did anything to. They're just making fun of just the stable coin. That's what they're just doing. I would just, this token, I'm telling you, I think it's one of those plays that just has potential. It's like crypto loves to the crypto loves to be like, well, told you so, right? Even I like to, right? And the crypto has that like, you know what? Let's take this one to $1. It's like you look at the useless coin and you look at all this stuff and they have all this stuff of people saying, oh, crypto's useless and all this stuff. And crypto likes to like rub it in people's face. They'll turn it around. It's just like, the stuff that happened with GameStop. Like if you get a bunch of people that will not sell and everybody's pushing in the same direction, nothing wants to continue to stand in the way of something that's resilient. I'm telling you, nothing wants to stand in the way of something that just won't quit. Like eventually they'll just get exhausted. Nobody wants to practice that much defeat. It's like, oh my God, they just don't stop. Oh, that guy doesn't stop. Oh, that woman doesn't stop. She just keeps going. She keeps doing her thing. We keep trying to distract her. We keep trying to, this, that, and that. She just keeps doing her thing no matter what. It's like just they'll just leave you alone eventually. Same thing, men or women, doesn't matter. If you just keep going, I promise you, even the haters, even whatever the obstacle is, whatever the challenge is, it will move out of your way eventually. Crypto useless until it isn't. I swear, isn't that true? And that's what it's all about. That's what I'm making sure that we're locked in. Is the minute that it isn't, it switches into this whole thing that everybody needs all these off ramp solutions and everything like that, and you're gonna want to be a big player in the space. We're gonna be talking to CoinMarketCap soon too, man. They take a little bit longer to respond, but I did get another response from them. I just think that they probably have pretty big team and operating that whole thing, but I know that they're going to be doing quite a bit more streaming, and there's some things that they're cooking up over there. So I'm not surprised seeing their broadcasts up here right now. So that's actually pretty cool. So I think this is a good one. Unstable Tether. This is a perfect example of Rico saying, "Hey, it's funny. I'm not using big brain. I'm obviously, this is not financial advice. I'm over here. It's called Unstable Tether, but I like the meme behind it. I've seen what these useless coins can do. This kind of type of meta of making fun of like the stable coin or anything like that. Those tend to do really good, and the chart looks really healthy. It doesn't look like your average Solana wreck you, or the minute the pre-sale goes live, it smacks onto the floor, sitting on the face, and the investors and all the pre-sale buyers are left trying to figure out how to get the floor to pick up and stuff like that. And it's like this chart right here resembles a chart that I'm okay with this pattern right here. Now, does this mean that this unstable tether is going to automatically do good? Absolutely not. That's why this is not financial advice. This is the silliest math that you can do. Is that I think this guy right here looks cool. I mean, these guys right here, the hoodie, all I think that's silly to do math like that. But what I'm using is, the useless coin, all the other unstable, or like parodies and spins off of making fun of the dollar, making fun of the stable coin, Luna crashes and stuff like that, right? So you put that with a nice healthy chart, it's like, okay, maybe this is one of those that I can watch and I can put 1K, 5K, 10K, and let it do its dance. Sometimes you'll hit the 100x, but a lot of times you can find your solid. If you know how to ape into the right thing, you can find solid bam, 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 bam. You can put 10K, and a 3x on 10K is nice. It's doable, right? And it's all about finding something that has a nice little meta, has a solid little, you guys can do more. If you guys are super, if your wall is super thick, do 50K and see what happens, right? People are printing out here. So just letting you know that on a play like this, I like this idea. It could be $100, it could be $1,000, it could be $5,000. But this is what I like to look for, because I know when they break 5 million, they tend to go higher. And this is usually the first test. Everybody who is still in over here, they paper hand. And right here, when you're starting to see that this thing wants to hold on to this, and the markets are kind of down and they hasn't turned right back around. When the markets turn back around, do you not think that this one can probably go up? I would think so. It's not a guarantee, but it could definitely go up. So pump guy, I like the sound of that. Okay, don't like how it looks. Keep it moving. It's 3 hours old though. We're just scanning right here. Let's look at the unstable too. Look, even the one that's like a copy is doing good. That's how strong that meta is right there. And we saw this one yesterday where this one was more of a gamble. And I was like, hey, maybe, I don't know. But here you go. This is a perfect example how that meta of this unstableness of these dollars, it's a meta that people resonate with, like especially Americans. We're like, dude, come on, we want our buying power back. So here you guys go. 2, you don't understand, USD2 isn't just money, it's meme energy crystallized. Here you guys go. And 2 is now here, unstable 2. They gave us USD1 for the bankers, now here's USD2 for the memes. Bam. And maybe there's going to be a USD3. And if you can see, it has the same little funny stuff from the other unstable one. This whole chart moving kind of crazy, kind of making like a MW looking pattern, right? So don't sleep on these. This is like kind of that meta right now. The original one is probably going to be stronger, but that's why you join the communities and do, add all that stuff together to make sure. But maybe this is the next unstable. Maybe this is the next one that goes, you know, a lot higher. But they're going to be fighting for who's the most unstable out of the both of them. Pretty interesting, fam. Pretty interesting. If you guys got any plays you guys want me to check out, let me know down in the chat. Right now, we're just scanning the deck screener like some true degens right now. Do I even want to click on this? Nope, sure didn't. I don't want to click on the website for sure. Oh, that's the Telegram. Okay, no website. X account. Here we go. Left turn. The most random stuff. If you want to invest in that, I mean, to each his own. Let's see what else we got. We're just checking some things out. Glow. No. Yeah, okay. Let's go to ETH and see if we find anything on the top 10. Appreciate you guys pulling up. You guys, if you guys are listening now or later on, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe, leave some comments down below. Go through all that good stuff, Go through all those good motions if you guys can. Let's go through this. So they want this one to exist. I can tell you that. There's a meta behind this. It's just got to get back over these. This is a perfect example of that good old 5 million, 10 million, and now it's going through this, and we'll see if it can come back. But nonetheless, it did do is, if you saw this on this side and it's bumping into, these market caps, and you're like, okay, this thing's looking good. Goes up to 5 million, you're like, okay, we already know, because a lot of times when they break 5 million, you can find a way to print in this thing. It doesn't just keep going up forever. It's got to have a solid community for it to hold strong, but here you guys go. Again, that example, that 5-10 million. Just keep pushing, man. That's all we got to do. Just keep pushing. This might be one, it's coming back to life. So obviously they got some kind of community. And we know that this is a whole little meta. All the random stuff, everything that you want right there. So just in case there was something you didn't like, we'll put something you like on there. $1 million market cap. Has potential to come back to life. Got some YouTubers talking about it now. Maybe they got enough funding for the marketing, and maybe they're about to turn this thing up. So could be seeing this come to life. We'll see. I haven't done good on one of these. The SPXs, the SPX, these 6900s. So haven't caught one of these just yet. We got Cat Girl right here. 18 hours ago. Decent looking chart. Could be the next Cat Girl. Noodle sounds funny. Noodle face. Okay. This is a good looking chart right here. A noodle face. Not a bad looking chart for noodle face. I'm sure it comes off of the Matt Fury, that Blockyboy page too. Look at that. Good old noodle face. Noodles sound good right about now. Some fuzz sounds good. I might have some fuzz after this. We got a space in a little bit, so. All right. This is looking like a play right here. This is why we do this even live. Like, honestly, there's no magic to it, fam. I'm just a DJ just like you guys in the space. This is probably the one that I like out of kind of all the ones we've been looking through. This is a great looking chart. It's a Matt Fury play. You guys know that I'm kind of biased on this font for some reason. These Matt Fury plays, they print, fam. I don't know why. I didn't make them print, but Pepe set it off, and they make things happen. So if you got some ETH laying around, This is a perfect example of the chart now looking like it wants to wreck everybody. Now, obviously, there might be a pullback at some point, so be ready for that. I wouldn't just put all of it right away. Maybe, you could. It's at 600K. But this is a good play right here where I'm telling you, where they start breaking that 1 million, that 5 million. These plays exist on a regular basis. And it's usually these new injections and stuff. This one's actually 2 months old. Wow, that's pretty nice. So they've been working on this one for a while, just getting it up, going a little bit further, pull back a little bit further. It's at 606. So you might want to check this one out because that's just a good looking chart. And the chart tells me that they're determined, right? They're buying it back up. It takes people to be determined to say, all right, we went through a shakeout and people are selling on us. We'll buy it back up. And that's what you have right here, sitting at 606. Yeah, this is the play that we're looking at right now. This is simple. Matt Fury, cool. I don't even argue with it too much no more. Just okay, cool. I actually like that it's in this Japan sitting, obviously because it has the noodle stuff. Nobody get offended, but I actually like that. I'm actually gonna have some pho, which is not Japanese, it's Vietnamese, but at the end of the day, we're gonna have some noodles, and noodles sounds good. I mean, how many of us don't like noodles? My stomach just growled. That's how round I am now. So you said noodles? My stomach literally just growled right now. How? Oh my God! What are we gonna do about this, fam? About a stomach that growls after I say noodles. All right, so we got noodles right here. I think this is fun. Nobody really big talking about it. It's really fresh. 600K market cap. We might have found ourselves a nice little play right here. Noodles. Post this one. Gonna post it in the Money Bags Mansion. Make sure you guys check those links in the description. This is probably a play right here that I like. 606K market cap. Noodles. That Matt Fury play, man. I like these Matt Fury plays. They really make some stuff happen. So here we go. Matt Fury for the win. Again, just how many millionaires have been made off of Matt Fury plays, man? That's so cool. So this is the one I like right here out of all the plays we found. Just kind of doing our freestyle towards the end of the stream. But yeah, super bullish on this. This is looking good. Good looking chart. This is that feeling that I get when it's one of those plays. It's like, okay, hasn't done 1 million for sure, hasn't done 2, 3. And the next thing you know, yeah, it might take a little bit of time, but we see noodles pumping when it's at 5 million, 10 million. And we're like, here goes one of those runners, right? So this is what they look like when you find them. This is probably a play that I would look at. 600K market cap, put an Ethereum in there, let it cook, see what happens, and set it and forget it, and let them kind of go. Let them send it on their own. Matt Fury plays will do kind of good on their own. It's trending number 8. As the chart's looking good. This is one of those plays that I think we'll see in a couple days, especially when the markets turn around, possibly doing better. I wouldn't doubt there's probably one more shakeout, because it's kind of toppy right there. And crypto people can't resist, man. They got to press stuff, right? So either at that 500K or even this shelf down here at around 300, I'd be curious to see if it came down here one more time before it rallied up really high. But just keep a little bit of dry powder for some kind of pullback as you get in, either here at the 500K mark or coming a little bit lower, and seeing if you can catch yourself a nice little Matt Fury play to the moon. So solid stream today, fam. You guys are absolutely epic. Chilling with you guys over an hour, man. Time flies really fast, and we got a space that we're going to be doing with the Can Do Chads, releasing the merch that we got going on over here on Can Do's merch. Yes, Can Do's merch, man. Super bullish on that. So don't miss out on that stream later on, or space, I should say, in about an hour. I'll share the link once again in case you guys just pulled up. Make sure if you guys are listening now or later, you guys can smash all those likes, man. I got to ask you guys. Smash those likes. See if we can break out the shadow realm that YouTube keeps us in. Without you guys doing it, though, man, we're going to be in the shadow realm. So make sure if you guys are listening later on, you guys smash the like button as well. Appreciate you guys pulling up, man. We're going to wrap up the stream right here. We got the space to go to in about an hour and a half. We're going to have some noodles and have a fantastic start of the day. The markets are still shaking us. They're still pulling us back. BTC 109. It's like, come on. CFX. Okay, there we go. CFX. That's looking better. Can we get some buy signals on CFX? Can I get that stuff going? Can we find the next range? We got to be patient. We'll find out. And you guys will find out as well. If you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me.